Hey everyone, today I want to tell you a story about a young man named Liam whose life took unexpected turns and how those wrong turns actually led him to his true destination. Liam was a simple village boy with big dreams in his eyes. His father was a poor farmer and his mother stitched clothes for neighbors to make ends meet. From a young age, Liam witnessed his parents' struggles. He vowed to himself that one day he would give them a better life. As the first step towards that dream, he decided to move to the bustling city of Mumbai. One evening, Liam stood at a crowded railway station. The air was filled with the smell of roasted peanuts and tea. The noise of vendors shouting, children crying, whistles blowing, and footsteps running created a chaos that felt overwhelming. In the middle of this busy place, Liam clutched a small brown bag against his chest. His face carried a mix of fear and hope. He had left his village that morning with a heart full of dreams. He had heard stories of jobs, opportunities, and success in Mumbai. His cousin had once written a letter saying, "If you can work hard, Mumbai will never let you sleep hungry." Those words became Liam's guiding light. At the ticket counter, he bought a ticket with the few rupees he had saved over months of labor in the fields. The man behind the glass barely looked at him as Liam handed over the slip of paper. Liam held it like a treasure. He quickly asked a passerby, "Brother, which train goes to Mumbai?" The man pointed vaguely toward the platform and rushed off. Liam ran with his bag, his heart racing with excitement. The train was already whistling, ready to leave. Without thinking much, he jumped inside, found a seat near the window, and sat down. The wheels began to turn, the smoke rose, and Liam whispered to himself, "This is the start of my new life." For the first hour, everything felt magical. He watched the fields pass by, villages disappear into the distance, and the moonlight shining on the tracks. He dreamed of tall buildings, busy streets, and a job that would make him proud. He imagined sending money back home, seeing his parents smile for the first time in years. His chest swelled with hope. But slowly, doubt crept in. The station names painted on the boards looked unfamiliar. The people around him spoke in a dialect he couldn't understand. Anxiety crawled up his throat. Finally, he turned to an old man sitting across from him. "Uncle," Liam asked, his voice shaking, "how long till we reach Mumbai?" The man looked at him in surprise, then laughed kindly. "Mumbai, son? This train doesn't go to Mumbai. This is the train to the south." Liam's eyes widened, his heart stopped. "What? That can't be. I bought the ticket. I asked." His words trembled. The man shrugged. "You must have boarded in a hurry, but this is not Mumbai's train." Liam's face went pale. The world spun around him. His dreams, his plans, everything he carried inside shattered. He had boarded the wrong train. His money was limited. His hopes were tied to reaching the city. Now he was stranded, lost, and powerless. As the train rolled on, tears burned in his eyes. He looked out of the window, whispering to himself, "Why me? Why does everything always go wrong for me? Maybe I was foolish to dream. Maybe I was never meant for more than the life I left behind." Hours later, the train screeched to a halt at a small town station. Liam stumbled out, his bag feeling heavier than ever. He sat on a wooden bench under the dim light, surrounded by strangers. He felt like the loneliest person on earth. It was then that an old man in simple white clothes approached him. His beard was long, his eyes calm, and his steps slow. "You looked troubled, young one," he said gently. "What happened?" Liam looked up, his face wet with tears. He poured out everything, how he had left his village with dreams, how he mistakenly boarded the wrong train, and how he felt his life was over before it had ever begun. The old man listened quietly, nodding as though he had heard such stories before. When Liam finished, he smiled and said, "Maybe you are not lost. Maybe life has brought you exactly where you are meant to be." Liam frowned. "How can this be the right place? I don't know anyone here. I don't even have money to go back." The old man placed a gentle hand on his shoulder. "Come with me. First, you need food and rest." With no other choice, Liam followed him. The old man led him to a modest house on the edge of town.
His wife cooked a simple meal of rice and dal, and they gave Liam a mat to sleep on. For the first time that day, Liam felt some comfort. The next morning, the old man said, "There is a factory nearby. They are looking for helpers. It's not much, but it's honest work. If you want, I can take you there." Liam hesitated. This was not the dream he left home for. He had imagined offices, big salaries, and a new life. But with no other option, he agreed. At the factory, Liam began working, lifting heavy loads, cleaning floors, doing whatever task was given. It was hard, exhausting, and dirty. Yet he remembered his parents' tired faces and pushed himself harder. Days turned into weeks. Slowly, the managers began to notice his dedication. "Liam," one supervisor said, "you work harder than anyone here. Keep this up and you will go far." Those words lit a fire inside. For the first time, someone recognized his effort. Months passed. Liam learned every corner of the factory. He watched the machines, studied how they worked, asked questions, and stayed late to learn more. His hunger to improve made him different from the others. One day, the manager called him. "Liam, I've been watching you. You have leadership in you. From tomorrow, you will supervise the new workers." Liam's heart swelled with pride. He sent a letter to his parents. "I couldn't reach Mumbai, but don't worry, I am safe. I have found work and one day I will still make you proud." As the years went by, Liam became the backbone of the factory. When the machines broke down, he stayed up nights fixing them. When the business struggled, he found new ways to save costs. Once, when the factory was about to shut down, it was Liam's quick thinking and tireless work that saved it. The owner himself declared, "This young man is the reason we are still standing." With his savings, he opened a small shop in the town, selling rice, flour, and oil. At first, people thought it was nothing, but Liam treated every customer with respect. He gave fair prices, sometimes even free goods to the poor. His kindness brought him loyalty. Soon, his shop expanded. He sold more items, hired more workers, and built something lasting. He didn't stop there. Remembering the pain of being poor, he gave jobs to other struggling young men. He told them, "Work with honesty, never cheat, and you will rise." For the first time, those boys felt hope. One golden evening, as Liam stood outside his house, watching children laugh and play, the old man who had first helped him walked by. Liam's eyes filled with tears. He bowed and said, "Baba, I thought I had boarded the wrong train that day, but now I know that was the train that brought me to my true destination. Without it, I would have never found this life, this purpose, this happiness." The old man smiled. "Remember, son, in life, sometimes the doors you think are wrong are the ones that lead you exactly where you belong. Trust the journey. Life knows better than we do." And so, the boy who once felt lost forever discovered the greatest truth. Sometimes, the wrong train takes you to the right station. The lesson is simple. Don't lose hope when life doesn't go according to your plan. Every failure, every mistake, every wrong turn might just be guiding you towards something greater. Trust the process, trust the journey. What feels like an accident may actually be destiny.